Hi, okay, so in this video I have a triangle that is equilateral and equilingual, and I'm going to use this triangle to find the side ratios of a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. So the ratio of a 30, 60, 90 triangle is, I'm going to write that out, is 1 to square root of 3 to 2. And so I can look back at this if I need to. So this triangle is equal to 180, and since it is equilingual, the angles are all 60 degrees. But when I draw a line down the middle, it's called the altitude. It splits the triangle in half, which means that it creates two 90-degree angles right there. And then the two 60s right here and right here, those stay the same. But the top angle, this 60, it's now split in half, so this is a 30 and this is a 30. So I'm going to now erase the 60 there. Okay. So we now have 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. And there are two here since it's split in half. We are just going to focus on one of them. So we're trying to solve for the side ratios. So we know that the hypotenuse side right here is x. And we know that this whole thing is x, the bottom side, but we split this in half, and the altitude splits this side in half. So we now have, two mini sides, and they're going to be both x over 2, because it's half of x. So we just need our last side, which is the altitude right here. And to find the side, we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to write the Pythagorean theorem out, and it is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we know that so we're going to plug in x over 2 parentheses squared for a squared plus b squared equals c squared, because our c squared is the hypotenuse, and we know that. So we're just going to put x in parentheses and put the squared outside of it. So now we are going to solve for, and so x over 2 squared is, it is x squared over 4 plus b squared equals x squared. So now we are gonna multiply each side by 4, or everything by 4, to get rid of this fraction, and so then that gives us, so the 2 4s there cross out, but it's going to be 4x squared plus 4b squared equals 4x squared. Then we're going to subtract 4x squared from both sides. And then you get 4b squared, because that crosses out and that crosses out. And so now we have b squared, so equals 4. We're going to take the square root of that, and that gives us, and this is squared there, cross out, and b equals 2. So we have found that the altitude, this side that we were looking for right here, is equal to 2. So this is it.